What's up, guys? I'm Jed Ebendroth, and this is Big Man Fitness. Man, another good week. I'm maintaining it again. It's another week of I've lost like a quarter of a pound. I know. But it was a great week. Amazing week, really. I was moving around a lot at work, doing a lot of good stuff. But this week, we're going over the blood work I kind of talked about last week, but I got my answers. I got some answers on what's going on, what we see in the blood work. We're going to redo it in 6 months just to make sure we're in the right track and everything's going on. And, yeah. So, let's get into it. Alright, so remember last week I told you I had blood work done. And that blood work was mainly to say, hey, we want to check some things. The main concern of my doctor was that my blood pressure was so high when I was in the hospital. It'd come down a good bit, climbing up a little bit, might have been a little stressed, stuff like that at work. So what they wanted to do is do some blood work to make sure there was no damage to my kidneys. High blood pressure apparently can really damage your kidneys. So we did the blood work. I got my results. Everything's fairly normal. A couple little things. Cholesterol is actually really good. I'm on the high side on a few things. The main thing we took out of this was I'm a little dehydrated. And that makes sense. For those of you who don't know, I work for a company building spacecraft, like satellites, stuff like that. I may have mentioned it on here before. Small company called Northrop Grumman. And, I build spacecraft for them. That's awesome. It's amazing. Aha. That's where the problem lies. You see, I work in clean rooms. Our main facility that we're in is what is known as a 300K clean room. So, that means no water, no drinks, no food, no nothing. I gotta walk like a football field away, further, really, to get to my locker to get something to drink. Now, if I'm leaving the floor, I'm going on break usually. So, I'm trying to put together a plan. I've downloaded an app, and we'll talk about that a little bit. But the main thing is, I need to take in more water. And I may have been low on my estimates. We're going to go over this app. I'm going to do some more research on this. But ultimately, I'm not taking in enough water. I started doing some of the math from before the blood work. I'm barely hitting 95 to 100 ounces a day, which that's a decent amount of water at like one time. But if you figure I get up at 2:30 in the morning, I'm not going to bed till 8 o'clock at night, it's really not a lot of water. And there are some downsides to taking in a ton of water, and we're gonna go over that as well. So I'm a little dehydrated. I'm at work. I'm in a clean room. The smaller rooms I work in are 10Ks. That means we're fully gowned up. I got a mask on. So 300K, there's no food, drinks, water, anything. It's even tighter in the 10K. So by doing all that, now outside of the 10K, which is funny, it's called the ante room, I can have a bottle of water. It's almost better for me to be in the 10K than to be in the 300K. And then, of course, we have our 100K clean rooms that are also very strict like the 300K. I can have water in my locker, which is in the ante room, but the ante room is much further away. The ante room of the 10Ks is only a few steps. So, what constitutes being a little dehydrated? And I mean little. I don't mean like a dangerous level of dehydration. So, my urine's a little darker. One of the things I've been trying to catch up on sleep, thinking that my bags under my eyes are from lack of sleep, so I've been trying to sleep a little more. That could be from dehydration. So trying to get hydrated, hopefully this puffiness in my eyes won't seem so sunken, will go away. Fatigue. I talked about this. Going from a higher calorie diet to a lower, I was feeling a little fatigued, a little tired. That could also be attributed to dehydration as much as the actual food that I was taking in. So that was another kind of, okay, we got some stuff we got to work on. So, being a little dehydrated, it's an easy turnaround to a point. I need to figure out, how do I get a lot more water? So now, I said I've developed a plan. This is my pretty much go-to cup. Now, there's also a 40-ounce water bottle I take to work with me because it's a lot more sealed. This top is not allowed at work. But this is in the truck. I fill it full of ice so during the day it can melt. And I still got a huge amount of water, but it's cold. My goal is now to kill this. This is a 32-ounce Arctic cup. Kill it before I even leave for work. Then, over the course of the day, my 40-ounce bottle. My goal is to kill it at least twice. So that is 112 ounces. Then when I get home, I need to drink this at least 2 more times. Now, on the ride home, a lot of times I already drink this once. So that means I only need to kill it 1 more time, if not more, in the afternoon. Between 4:30 and 6 p.m. That's what I need to do. That's a decent amount of water. I just haven't been keeping up with it. And that's on me. That's something I need to work on. So, we got a plan in place. I downloaded this app. The name of it is escaping me at the moment. I'll put it in here. And basically what it does, comes through my watch, and I have it set for every 2 hours. It reminds me you need to drink water. That way, if I am getting to the point of I need more water, it's not. This reminds me. I don't get to the point of I'm thirsty. Nope, I get a reminder every 2 hours, pretty much from the time I wake up till the time I go to bed. So at 4:30 in the morning, it tells me, drink water. 6:30 in the morning, it tells me, drink water. And it does that literally on the clock, on the dot, every 2 hours. And I've been using it for the last couple days, been a major help. Because let's face it, at work, I get involved in some programs and jobs. Next thing I know, 3 hours have gone by and I haven't taken a sip of water. And I go to lunch, I'm chugging water, but also I only got a limited amount of time, so I got to eat too. And so I don't end up taking in water that I need. So doing that stuff, the app, drinking my water, getting that stuff in, that's what's important. What are the downsides to taking in so much water? Well, as you guys know, I take a lot of supplements. See, drinking things like, you always see athletes drinking things like Gatorade and Powerade and sports drinks. Let's just call them sports drinks. And the reason is, you're not just replacing the liquids that you're sweating out. You're replacing the minerals and vitamins that you're sweating out as well. So, or going to the bathroom and losing. So I take, again, on top of my multivitamin and fish oil, potassium, magnesium, and vitamin D. Especially right now, I don't get to be outside a lot. It's so cold. I try to go outside at least for lunch, if not for break and lunch. I'm inside all day. I want to go outside and touch some grass. So I go outside at least, I try twice a day. I don't get to stay out there very long because it's very cold. Now, when summertime comes around, I'll be outside in the sun. I won't have to take the vitamin D. And that brings up the next kind of point of this. Flushing your body with a lot of water can be harmful. You got to make sure you're taking in supplements to replace those vitamins if you're not going to drink things like sports drinks and other types of drinks or food that replaces those vitamins and minerals that you need. Your body needs a lot of this stuff. The other kind of, I guess we could say, downside, with spring coming up, we need to focus on, we're going to be outside more. It's going to be hotter. I'm a big guy. I am going to sweat more. I'm a sweater. So I need to really make sure I get my water intake in, get it dialed in, and really focus on it now. because in 2-3 months, it's going to be a real problem if I don't fix it. So getting that kind of dialed in, we did the end of February. That means the end of August. I got to get my water intake up so that my blood work comes back a lot better, and hopefully I'll be a lot skinnier. Speaking of which, you may notice I'm constantly doing this, and the shirts fit better. Well, a little looser because I've lost the weight, which is awesome. But again, I need water. I need to take in the water, and also take in the supplements. I may have to add supplements. I have noticed, and something that the guy that I've been working with at work has kind of said, hey, take in a little more salt if you can. I've been upping it little by little. My salt intake, or in the blood work, I was right in the middle. I was dead center. So that's really improved. Again, now just focusing on the water with everything else, and we'll get this done. So, all right, guys, that's what I had for you this week. I hope you guys had a wonderful week. I hope you have a wonderful upcoming week. And as always, I'll be here next weekend, as always. And, well, stay fit, stay healthy. I'll see you soon. Peace.